The Washington Commanders are shocking the NFL right now, and I don't mean that ironically, because you have a situation where they came off having the number 2 overall pick, and I think a lot of people were like, okay, Jaden Daniels, we'll see. But what Jaden Daniels has done this year, I mean, it's just been beyond special. And I understand, too, that we are still getting ready for them to face off against the Lions, and obviously we could eat crow at this point. It is what it is at this point. Like we said, this is going to be the matchup of the entire week, and I'm excited to see it and everything. But if I'm being perfectly honest, I think this could be a situation where if they do find a way to take down the Lions, the NFL will go wild. And that brings ultimately the question, like, how deep can the Commanders go? Like, how well built is this team? Well, we've seen a lot of teams in the past that have shocked the NFL and made runs. The Vikings in 2017 are a really good example. What was it? I think the Rams were the AFC example that year as well. But, I mean, we've seen teams that just make runs, even the Lions to a degree last year, where they weren't as good as they were this year, and they still made a run and got to the NFC title game. And now the Commanders find themselves in a position where, yes, they play the Detroit Lions, who are obviously are arguably the best team in the NFC right now, but they can get got. And as a Vikings fan, please, for the love of God, beat the Lions. It would be great. But at the same time, I don't think it's that far-fetched. Jane Daniels and company, like, they're a really good team, and I don't think it's I think what's most impressive to me is not just the play of Jane Daniels. Obviously, he's played like Rookie of the Year, and he deserves that consideration. But to me, it's the defense that's special. Now, they're not a top 10 defense. I'll come out and say that right away, but they don't necessarily need to be. You need to be able to make timely plays when you need them and get a little bit of luck. And maybe that's what the doink for what was it, Alexander was his name? Dude, he was so nervous. That was kind of funny, but good to see him, get the field goal and everything. But I think this team is built to win. Like right now, I think that you could get in a position where, yes, is Jane Daniels going to carry you, or is he going to have to? Probably. I'll be real. But this defense can make enough plays in terms of getting pressure on the quarterback and turnovers that it can make some noise. And do I think it can make the Super Bowl? Maybe. I think that might be a little bit far-fetched, but can they beat the Lions? Absolutely, because the Lions right now, especially defensively, obviously contrary to popular belief, and yes, they'll be a little bit more healthy coming back this next week, but I don't care. I think that the Commanders are a tough team in any out, and even if the Commanders do lose, I mean, just hats off to Dan Quinn and staff for this year and everything that they've done this year, because this team exceeded all expectations. Jane Daniels took care of a lot of business, and they're going to be legitimate contenders heading into 2025 and beyond. And so, but as for the Washington Commanders, I think that the sky's the limit in the playoffs, and we'll see how things go for this team. We've been saying it all along. They could be a dangerous team. But overall, let us know what you guys think. How far and deep can the Commanders go into the playoffs? Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below, and we'll see you on the next video.